How's it going, everyone? This video is brought to you by ENEBA.com, and that's what we're highlighting. ENEBA.com is a great spot to get your PSN credit a little bit cheaper. You can go on over there and they have a litany of offers available on a wide variety of price ranges. As I'm recording the video, you can get a $100 PSN credit for $84. There will be a little bit of a fee associated with it, but you're still going to be saving a good amount, and you're saving money on money that you were gonna spend, if you know what I'm saying. You're stacking value on top of value, and with this video being highlighted by ENEBA.com, you know, since you're saving a little bit more, I also want to highlight some of the more expensive deals that you can get by utilizing ENEBA.com and getting that PSN credit a little bit cheaper, because you're taking some of these expensive offers and you're making them a little bit cheaper, at least from a value standpoint. After you buy your PSN credit, you'll get a wallet voucher code. You redeem it on the PlayStation Network and boom, the credit will be added to your account and you can spend it whatever you want on the PlayStation Store. But I'll be highlighting some stuff that you can look at, and some of the more expensive stuff that you will be getting cheaper now since you got your PSN credit cheaper. So we'll highlight some of the more expensive stuff right off the bat. Doom: The Dark Ages just came out, being received very well. It is $70, and I know how you guys are about spending $70 on your games. God forbid the $100 premium edition comes in your line of sight. The $70 is already a lot, but if you utilize getting your PSN credit a little bit cheaper, you'll get Doom: The Dark Ages cheaper, so you know, pretty good option there. The game is fantastic, so wanted to give mention of that. Yes, no inherent discount available on the PlayStation Store, but if you're looking to pick up a game that just came out, ENEBA.com has you covered, and you'll get that a little bit cheaper. So, fantastic game. If you want to wait for it even cheaper, by all means do so, but when it is, you know, 50% off, 40% off, whatever threshold makes you want to buy it, still utilize ENEBA.com to get your PSN credit cheaper and get Doom: The Dark Ages cheaper. Alright, now we're gonna highlight some of the deals as a part of the next level savings sale, but the deals that are a little bit more expensive, and we're gonna cut those prices down, and you're gonna kind of get these games a little bit cheaper. You're saving on the PSN credit, so turn around, you'll save on here as well. Rise of the Ronin is available for $39.89. A little bit pricey for Ronin here, but since you're saving, I thought I would give this a mention. This game, unfortunately, does fall victim to a lot of the Ubisoft pitfalls of open world game design, in the sense that so many icons on the map, so much stuff to do, but some of it does feel kind of filler. I did enjoy the combat. Visuals weren't blow away, but, you know, I thought it was a pretty solid game all in all. $70 definitely way too much. $40 might even be too much, but you are getting it a little bit cheaper here with ENEBA. PS5 Pro enhanced as well, so definitely worthwhile there. $39.89 for Rise of the Ronin. Next up, you'll be damned if you're getting a Dark Souls game in the year 2025 cheap. Dark Souls 3 is still, yes, $29.99. The deluxe edition is $42.49. So if you want the DLC as well, you're paying an arm and a leg. You'll get it a little bit cheaper here with the ENEBA, but man, Dark Souls 3 is fantastic. I think it's the best Dark Souls game that was released. Not my favorite From Software game, that'll go to Bloodborne, but I thought Dark Souls 3 was incredible. As I've always said, I'm not the guy to meticulously break down the Dark Souls games, but I do think it's quite an outstanding title, and I definitely think you should play it. If you're remotely into the FromSoft games, obviously play it. It's wild. 9 years old is Dark Souls 3, and it's still going for $29.99. For the 10th anniversary, FromSoft, Bandai Namco, can we get this game down to $19.99? How about that? You know, that would be pretty cool, but we'll see if that happens. The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, man, this game is awesome. 20% off for $47.99. Obviously, Trails in the Sky, the first chapter, is coming out this year, and that's probably going to be the starting point that I would recommend people as far as where they should start with Legend of Heroes. But if you want to start off with any arc, that's an option as well, and Trails Through Daybreak has all of the quality of life features that make it awesome, and it does introduce a new cast of characters. Obviously ties back into the older games. They're all in the same universe, and playing the game sequentially will definitely make you appreciate them more, but Awesome soundtrack in the game. Great main character. Van, I think, is one of the most likable main characters in a JRPG that I've ever played. And y'all know I'm a weeb, and I've played a lot of JRPGs, but Van's gotta be one of my favorite main characters. $47.99 on that. Obviously a sizable experience as well with a lot of content. Sonic Frontiers, 65% off for $21. A great pickup for Sonic Frontiers. $21 is a great price for the game, but you're getting it even cheaper here. Essentially, getting it down to sub 20 bucks when you stack in the value that you're getting from ENEBA. Great deal on a great game. Phenomenal soundtrack. I don't even know why Sonic goes so hard with its soundtrack. Like, yo, I get it. Games, I love great soundtracks. The reasoning of Sonic having some of the best tracks in all of gaming is just wild to me, but definitely makes the games even better, and Frontier's soundtrack was exceptional. Love the gameplay. Story isn't anything to write home about, but it's also a super relaxing game to play, I will say. Yeah, $21 on that, but even cheaper with the ENEBA. Definitely a good pickup. And hopefully, whatever they do, if they're doing a Frontiers 2, we'll get an announcement of that probably next year, I would assume, but great pickup there for sure. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, 50% off for $24.99. This is a great deal for the prequel to Final Fantasy VII. Now, bear in mind, it is still a PSP game at the end of the day. Is it updated? Is it upgraded? Absolutely, but it's not a ground-up remake. They do make some quality of life improvements, which was great, especially to the combat. But yeah, the game is great, and I have said that Walking Dead, Season 1, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, the two games that I can vividly remember made me shed a tear. So, you know, I was 12 years old when Crisis Core came out, so leave me alone. You know, don't come at me. But, you know, it's a very emotional game by the end. And for $25, it's a great pickup. Definitely recommend it. And if you've been playing the remake games, Crisis Core, I feel like, is essential to the overall experience. So, $24.99 on that. Witch on the Holy Night Sleeper here, 35% off for $25.99. I recently played through this, and it is a great visual novel. Not super lengthy, but it is totally a visual novel. There is no gameplay here, there is no action, nothing, but narratively, I really liked it. Very much on the weeb side of things, so keep that in mind. And as far as getting into the visual novel genre, I would still stick with like an AI Somnium Files or Danganronpa, but if you played those games and you enjoyed them, go check out Witch on the Holy Night, and I think you'll have a great time. Again, great story, and, you know, I looked into whether or not there will be, like, follow-up titles. I believe there will be, but it's probably going to be a long ways away. Don't quote me on that. We'll see how all that turns out. $25.99 for Witch on the Holy Night. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is 67% off for $23.09. I wasn't crazy about this game, but it's getting to that price threshold where I feel like it's easy to recommend, especially utilizing ENEBA and getting your PSN credit a little cheaper. $23.09 for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a decent pickup. I really dug the soundtrack in this game, and I know a lot of people did. Visuals are great. PS5 Pro enhanced as well. If you're an Avatar fan, I think you'll end up having a pretty good time with it, so yeah, check that out. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, $29.39. I feel like the majority of you guys at this point own this game, but if you don't for whatever reason, you know, fix that immediately. This game is outstanding. I'm excited for Yote, but, you know, not playing as Jin is a little bit of a bummer since I think his story still had a little bit more legs to it. But you know what? A lot of arguments can be made that they told its story, his story, I should say, and, you know, you can be ready to move on. I just thought, man, by the end of Tsushima, it would have been cool to see where Jin went. But, yeah, $29.39 on that. You got the Iki Island expansion here as well, which is quite good. A lot of content in the game, runs great on the PS5 on top of that. Assassin's Creed Valhalla Complete Edition, 75% off for $34.99. I will say, I hated the main character in this game. I hated the story, but in terms of having a gigantic open world with a ton of content, it has that. If you're looking for sheer quantity and volume of content, Valhalla is one of the greatest games of all time. If that is your barometer and your metric to gauge how good a game is, Valhalla might be the GOAT as far as your perception of video games. If quantity and content volume is what you are looking for, this game has it in spades. The Complete Edition has all the DLC as well. I wasn't crazy about the game, but if you're looking for a game where you can just do a lot of content while listening to a podcast, Valhalla is a damn good game. That's how I recently just played through the game again with the DLC, and that's how I played a large portion of the game, just playing it, doing side stuff while listening to a podcast, and You know, it makes the experience a little bit more digestible for me, but still, I thought this game had way too much content. But for some people, that might be right up your alley. Lastly, I want to give a sleeper JRPG a mention. FANTASIAN Neo Dimension is 25% off for $37.49. A lot of talk about more turn-based JRPGs. FANTASIAN Neo Dimension's a pretty good one. It was a iOS game that got updated and upgraded for a PlayStation release. Turn-based, good soundtrack, pretty decent story, not a blowaway story, likable characters. I like the visual style and the aesthetics of the game, and it can get pretty challenging though, so keep that in mind. Like, this game can get brutally difficult, and I believe they added a normal difficulty for the console release, and it's still brutal. Like, I had times where I was just getting absolutely whooped in this game, so keep that in mind. $37.49 still quite pricey, but ENEBA will get it to you a little bit cheaper utilizing the PSN credit. That is going to do it for me again. This video was brought to you by ENEBA.com. Link in the description box below. We'll have a pinned comment as well. They support the channel, so you should support them, but some good stuff all around there. As far as some more expensive deals, Doom as well just came out, and you can get it a little bit cheaper. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.